Where's this rank on 200 being the hardest one to get?
I don't know. I think you get to my age and everything just becomes a blur, so you don't know where things rank anymore. Yeah, I think we were fortunate to get a win. Xavier played phenomenal volleyball. We knew coming in they were playing very well. It's a great team. Balls that we thought were going to be down, all of a sudden they throw out an arm and it's back up. And they were, number 8 in particular was so good out of system. We were lucky to get a win tonight.
I told you Tessa was going to get 10 out of 24 in the 2 wins and 11 out of 41 in the 3 losses. It probably would be very hard to predict what your outcome would be, just based on how dangerous she is.
Oh, she's, where she was so good was out of system. I thought, what we usually are good at is that we have a big block. So if we know where a team's going because, we force them out of system, we put up a big wall. And she just over and over got kills. It was very frustrating. To credit her, she'd go after our outside hand, and then we'd make an adjustment, and then she'd go seam. She just really tore us up, and we put our big block up against her. The block that shut down Bailey last week in Marquette, the kid that's kind of the stud in the league. This kid handled our block.
What was the adjustment on her? Because last against at Xavier, that was the difference too, was when you were able to limit her. What was the adjustment you made strategically?
Well, I think the thing that she likes line. So if our block was set, we had to see a line. But I still thought then she'd go seam and she was effective. I don't feel like we ever really contained her. I mean, I looked at her numbers and I saw that they'd went down. She started to make some errors, and I think, that's just her trying to create. We wanted to force her cross court because we felt like we could dig her there. I don't know if we were overly successful at that, but that's what we were trying to do.
We talked last week about how all these game matches are going 5 sets.
Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be
It is, and again, I thought it was, a great volleyball team that we played, So I just was really impressed with their defense. They missed a lot of serves, but they served very, very aggressively. I think coaches have philosophies, and I can tell Mike's philosophy is we're going to serve very, very aggressively and hopefully take a team out of system. And if you're playing Creighton, that's smart because we've got a lot of parity, so force us out of system so they know where to set up their block. So I think it is going to be the norm. Every night's going to be a battle.
You seem to serve a lot toward the freshman Jess.
When you have freshmen behind your name, a lot of times, regardless of anything, you've got target. Fortunately, Jess, I think, handles that well, and she's one of our best passers. So, it was like Melanie and Kate last year. They, although they had 2 targets, but, I always said, you've got freshmen behind your name, you're an automatic target.
Leah was effective more than a couple times on the cross-court kills. Was that something, getting them moving side to side and then going back to that, was that something you saw? Or?
My thing with Leah is swing high and hard, because if she gets a hold of a ball, it doesn't matter where it goes. It's very difficult to dig. So, I didn't think that she and Michelle connected all the time as well as they normally do, but, when that ball's right and she connects, she's lethal. But no, it wasn't a matter of hitting. We'll sometimes tell other players where to hit, but Leah, it's just go up and put the ball down.
I think Kelly was really efficient tonight. Talk about her performance.
Kelly is stepping up. There's a progression that takes place when you have a new setter, and she and Michelle are continuing to connect better and better, and she understands the leadership role that she has. I thought she did a great job on a couple big kills to get us out of some situations, and that's what you need from a captain and also a star player.
Michelle lived off those second hit kills last weekend. Early on tonight, it looked like Xavier kind of had a plan to visualize that, but she got one late.
Yeah, I thought Xavier was all over it, and in fact, I told Michelle in the 5th game, let's not dump. I mean, and there was a ball she probably should have dumped early in the match, and making decisions. But I felt like they were all over it. And then on game point, obviously that was not our call for her to. But that was the good thing was that was a good decision by her. We try to train our setters. Tom's big on this. Make a decision based on the ball that you have. Don't make a decision prior. So she had a fast tempo ball. She saw that they were moving, and she said, I threw it over. And then she said, I was scared to death because I knew you were going to go, what were you thinking if it didn't go down? But because of that fast tempo pass, it was a great ball to dump on.